All right, I'm here with sophomore quarterback Brandon Mueller. Just kind of give us your thoughts on the game last weekend and how exciting it is to be named the Hart Player of the Week.
Yeah, our game last weekend, we were going into it kind of skeptical after our loss against Grandview. We wanted to take a step further and kind of be a better team than we were last week, and that's kind of our motto every week is be a better team than you were last week. Being named Hart Player of the Week it's an honor, but it's definitely more about the team. If I couldn't have done it without the team, I'm glad that Cooper Lee got the National Player of the Week and Hart Honor of the Week. It's great for him. It's great for our team. It gives morale for our teammates. So.
Yeah, with a 51-10 win last week, kind of how do you keep the team focused and ready to play this week against Graceland?
Our big thing is just take one game at a time. We can't get too excited or get too up or too down on a team when we're playing them. We got to kind of keep a level head and know that every week we go into a game, then it's going to be a competition. We got to put our best out there.
All right, and you have Graceland this weekend. From the offensive side of the ball, what does their defense do that could be tough for you this week?
With teams in the past, kind of the biggest thing for us, we've been seeing a 4-man front, but we're kind of curious to see if they're going to drop down to a 3-man front and put an extra defender back there against our pass offense. They don't do anything spectacular coverage-wise. I mean, it's very base defense, so we should be able to get what we want. Hopefully we get what we want.
All right, I am here with sophomore quarterback Brandon Mueller. Good luck this week.
Thank you.
I'm Tom Hedrick, voice of the Baker Wildcats, alongside our football coach, Mike Grossner. Mike, they love to throw the football. How do you slow that offense down that last year threw the ball 88 times against you?
Yeah, that's an understatement.
Yeah.
And last year we had that rain delay and the lightning, and it made out to be a very long day, and we anticipate they're going to throw it like you said. That's the nature of what they do. We need to be aware of number 6.
Right.
He caught, I believe, 27 balls against us, set a national record, and then he ended up having 168 catches for the year or plus. And they got a good quarterback. He's a veteran, 3-year starter, and he likes to distribute the ball. What I've noticed on tape is they're running the ball well. So that's an added dimension. I think this is going to be a great challenge for our defense.
No doubt. Now, you're playing a 6 o'clock game. Coaches normally don't like a 6 o'clock game. Do you?
Not really. We're not used to it. The quicker you get started, the better. Then you're not thinking about it all day. Plus, we've got to travel on that day. It makes for a long day. I look back, we did this same trip in 16. And so I just kind of follow the same routine. And, hopefully our guys get some rest on the bus. We're traveling with 2 buses now, so got a little more leg room. And we feed them on the bus.
Right.
And just keep going until we get there. We'll eat a good meal in the morning, walk through at the stadium, and then head to Lamoni.
Let's take a look at your quarterback. Brandon Mueller had a great game Saturday. Top offensive player in the conference, 29 completions, 33 attempts, 240 yards, and 4 touchdowns. Obviously, he was better. Why was he better?
I think Coach Morris really dedicated a game plan, whoever was going to be playing quarterback, to simplify and see what they can do naturally as a quarterback. We might have been putting too much at him early, and we had that big game against Grandview, and there were some really good things done from a quarterback situation, but obviously we had too much in, is what we kind of thought, and he backed off a little and did things that Brandon did well and distributed the ball pretty good, across the board. Plus we got our run game going. I think that was big. We made it a point to establish the run game. If we hadn't got that going, it could have been another struggle. But for him to go from 5 or 6 picks to 29 and 33, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions, that's quite a climb for him from a standpoint of improvement. Now, we know we're not there. We have to get better at that position. We've got to be able to go into a game and say, okay, if they're going to take this away, our quarterback's got to go make plays and not make mistakes. And we're not there yet. We feel better, but it's kind of a deal that each week's kind of a progression, and hopefully we don't take a step back.
and I thought was so good Saturday. When take a look at JD, came up with a touchdown, did a great job over 100 yards. I think once again Cornell ran better. Your run game, I think, is essential to your pass game, is it not?
Yeah, it is. I mean, if we're not running the ball, good teams are going to stop us
Right.
and make us sputter and make mistakes. Yeah, JD got open, and I was surprised he got caught.
Right.
That was humbling for him, but at 22, who caught him can really run. And I think JD thought he was out in the clear, but it was nice to see him bust open. Then Cornell, I thought, looked back to 16-ish,
Right.
meaning, he's making people miss, and now he knows, okay, I'm going to make one miss, but then I'm going to go get the positive yards. That's our next step. To get those two guys going in our offense will really help.
Well, Cooper Lee was sensational. Special team player of the week in the conference, 6 for 6 PATs, 3 field goals, including a 53-yarder. How good is he?
Yeah, he was a national player of the week.
Right.
Yeah, and we haven't had one of those in a while. He's such a weapon to have, knowing going into the game. Plus, I love his temperament. Certain kickers, Clarence Clark had it.
Right.
Derek Dorfler had it. I'm probably missing a couple, but they have that temperament where they want the big kick. And so as a coach, you feel good. Once you cross the 50, you're going to get some points, or at least have a chance at it. With Cooper, he's a unique dude. You need to calm him. We're working on things because he is so geared up. He could be he was a wide receiver in high school, and he plays like that. He's ready to make all the plays, and he's a very good athlete. So our job is to get him focused in on that one task. And last week he was perfect. I mean, he had the 6 touchbacks. Extra points are going well, and then he hit that 53-yarder. And like you said after the game, it was good from 63 plus, and he has that in him. And the one thing about him, he's a better punter than a kicker.
Wow.
We just have Jacob Tompkins, who's a pretty good punter, with us as a senior, and we need a kicker. And that's what Cooper's fulfilling that role, and then, he'll transition into punting next year.
I have a feeling your defense can be the difference. I thought a guy was great on Saturday. Kevin Schumann came up with 14 tackles, now leads the league with 36 stops.
Yeah, and he was playing alone, meaning not that there weren't other guys out there. He is missing his buddy Indy Allen, the guy that he's played next to. And Indy was out for the game, and Nate Karski stepped in and did a great job from Topeka High, his first start. But I thought Keegan took on that as an opportunity to say, hey, I'm not going to let us slide. And we were missing Marquise Adams behind him. And that's 20-something tackles a game between those two. So I thought Keegan really stepped up his game. I thought he should have been player of the week. I thought we should have had all 3. I thought he got slided. He had a heck of a game. He's one of those guys you can always count on. And we'll have Indy back this week. We'll have Marquise back. So we'll be full throttle.
Makes all the difference. Remember, our broadcast will be at 5:30 coming up on Saturday. That'll be on www.bakerradio.org, and of course simply Baker Wildcats. You can hear the action, but the big thing is, remember, in 2 weeks, a Hall of Fame football game against Benedictine. Tom Hedrick reporting.